To look at, it's this thing of beauty, but it's also terrifying. For the Star Center Kaleidoscope event, I'm making a mini version of my sculptural installation of a spider web. I'm calling that series as Entangled. And I liked that as a way of thinking about like where we are with our environmental problems. I mean, it's multi-layered. We're all connected through this web, just like our problems with the environment. But it's also a sort of a statement of extending beyond our bodies. So like the web for spiders is like, it can be like a map of their memory. It can be a way to extend their senses. And I feel like this is almost this expression of like a visual representation of expanding our ideas of self. So that's what the sort of web for me is. It's going to be made out of plastic produce bags that we see all the time at the grocery store and interwoven with different other bits of detritus from our waste stream, things that I've collected. This is the amount of plastic that I collected for this amount of time. This is how big it has gotten when I have made it into something else. And I want people to have this bodily relationship to the scale of the problem. Or this, you know, this is like 1 week's worth of plastic or one roll of plastic. And this is how big it is. And I want people to feel like how big it is, like, you know, that scale. So the materials that I chose are really common, everyday materials that I feel like I use a lot or see a lot. And I wanted people to have that direct relationship to it. Like, it's very familiar, it's ubiquitous, and that's really not totally necessary. I think with the netting, that stuff is particularly insidious to me because you cut it and there's just like all this evidence of the little plastics. Just thinking about the sound and water and how our microplastics are in everything now. So that exact material, when I have brought it home, gave me so much anxiety about throwing it away that I saved it. And I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I gotta do something responsible with it, but at least I'm giving it another life. I'm hoping that viewers will take away a sense of looking back at themselves and what they're doing and being able to pick apart the small things that they maybe could save on. So maybe you don't need to put all of your fruits and vegetables in separate plastic bags. Maybe you can stop buying the onions that come in those like mesh plastic things because you could just, you know, the onion has its own package, you know, just like pick it up and put it in your cart. So just those little things that maybe that people are doing that they don't even realize is accumulating waste, and just putting that lens on themselves a little bit and what they can do. One of the things that I love about spiders are that they're so different from us. They're like completely alien, like, and that I love that they exist in our world as well, like that we are on the same planet, but they are like so different from us. And I find that really fascinating, and it's something to be celebrated, that like there's diversity in the world, there's so much difference that we can appreciate, there's room for it all, and that we can appreciate those differences instead of like, you know, being afraid of them or whatever. So I think that the spiders, just as this like alien creature, they're not really alien, they're earthlings just like I am. and I think they're incredible, you know. I have such an appreciation for nature and the natural world and like just the way things grow. So I don't want that to go away. That's my biggest fear, is that we, you know, just lose it all for our irresponsibility.